Hello, and welcome to another episode of Casual Citizen, where we keep it casual in the verse. My name's Steven. I'll be keeping it casual with you today. So in this episode, I thought we'd do something extra casual and do a little solo salvage in my Aegis Reclaimer. Some of you asked for this in the comments, and I've been practicing, honing my skills, making sure I can do this extra casual for you guys. So let's load on up and head on out, and I'll fill you in on all the goodness that this ship has to offer. Alright, we are situated here in the Reclaimer. So I am still a little bit new to the Reclaimer. I've only had it a few days, but I've taken it out a bunch already and I love it. But what I've been doing so far is going to the unverified section here and then going to salvage and then doing some of these contracts here. Let's start with a smaller one just so I can show you the difference between a Vulture, a Fortune, and a Reclaimer. Alright, because a Cutlass or a Prospector might actually take you some time with one of those smaller ships. It does not with the Reclaimer. So let's head on out. Alright, so we've arrived at our first location here. Let's have a look. Okay. There's no other ships around, which is unfortunate because I like to salvage them too. So let's head on over here to this gargantuan Drake Cutlass Black. This is gonna be a schlep to salvage this. So what I've found is that it is ideal to be about 50 meters away from the ship, because the front of the ship and where your salvage laser is are not the same position. So we're just going to come in here, and it says 50 meters now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go up until it's just below the view here. So that should be good. All right. Then we're going to get up, because from the pilot's seat we can do nothing. So come back here. There are 2 salvage seats. And then we're going to come down here to the bottom. Alright, and then we're going to scrape this bad boy. It's good, it's good, it's real good. Make sure we get it all, don't want to miss any. Jesus Christ. So there's been a lot of chatter on the internets that it was buffed in 4.2 and then nerfed in 4.1, which is what we're in now. And technically, it may have been nerfed, but in practice, this is infinitely faster than either a Misfortune or a Vulture. So it's still really fast. We're chewing through this here. There's only 14% left if you look on the top right. Don't know if we're gonna be able to finish it actually. Look on the other side, please. Yes. Okay. So we got all the salvage. And we got 2.9 units, so great. Let's get up. That's like 30 G's right there, right? Sells for 10 G's a unit. And then what we need to do is come down here. And again, 50 meters is the sweet spot. We need to stand up. Switch this seat right here to operate the claw. So deploy the claw. This is a beautiful scene here. And fracture. So the one issue with fracturing solo is like if the ship blows up and starts moving, you don't have much time to get all the debris before it goes. The ship's small though, so it's gonna work out. But because we can't move, we are gonna take a hit. As you can see, some of them say minus 19%, but the one in front of us says plus 7, so that's pretty good. All right. So we were able to get, what was that, like 15 units there? 14 units? So that's pretty good. All right. Let's move back over to the pilot seat. And pick up our next contract. All right, contracts, offers, verified. Oh, wrong one. All right, let's go with the Caterpillar, which I recorded and posted another video a while ago. At the time of recording this, I haven't posted that video yet, but I have another video going live. It should be live by the time you watch this, of doing salvage with the Vulture, and we spent the whole time, the entirety of the video, just trying to salvage one Caterpillar. So let's see how this goes. All right, here's our Caterpillar. This is actually going to be a perfect comparison between the Vulture and the Reclaimer. So, if you watched my other video, you saw that it took forever. But, interesting, the same bug is there, where the front of the ship gives you 0 SCUs. Very interesting. The second part here, okay, is giving us some SCUs of scrape. So, that is an interesting, I don't know if that's a bug or Design choice. But there you go. Alright, so, but, you know, we're just chewing through it there. Okay, so we got it down to 7%. If I was doing this with someone else, I would make the effort to flip to the other side, but that's too much time. So let's line it up. Let's come on down here. Perfect. Into the center. Alright. But you guys saw, I mean, I don't know. Well, yeah. It took less than 10 minutes from the time that we got to this location to scrape the whole thing. And with the Vulture, it literally took an hour and we got like 50%. So that's all you need to know about that. All right, fracture mode, 76 units. Let's see how this goes. All right, we got 120 units. Fantastic. All right, let's sit down here and see what other contracts have shown up. Okay, offers, verified, salvage. All right, yeah, let's take this Starfarer. This is actually a good one because there is a glitch. I want to show it to you. Alright, so actually there are two glitches with this ship in particular. And let's hope that we can... I'll show you one of them and hopefully avoid the other one. Because, yes, but I won't spoil what they are just yet. So let's zoom on in here. Alright, so come in here. Alright, we're a little bit off here, but that's fine. Because the entirety of this ship is one giant invalid surface. It is not script. Oh! Whoa. Okay. Alright. Some of it is scriptable. But the vast majority of the ship is an invalid surface. Look at this. Look at this. It's very sad. Alright, so a few parts of the ship appear to have some salvage. Let's see if the tanks have salvage. No. Right, so I don't know what that part was. Is that like the cockpit or something? Yeah. Anyway. That doesn't work. But what the ship does have, and please don't get upset at me in the comments for this, the ship does have a bunch of stuff that we can, a bunch of construction materials. So let's get in a position here. Here is the only real issue with doing this solo. This thing is bouncing around. And let's see if the other bug rears its ugly head or not. So far we're okay. Are we gonna make it? We're gonna see. Okay, so spoiler alert. The second bug with this ship is that this main hull piece loves to just disappear into thin air. But we might be lucky this time. It seems like we're lucky this time. Let's see if it fills us up. I think the glitch has something to do with all those parts bouncing off of each other. And then that causing an issue. Alright. Let's just do a quick scan here. Thank goodness we did that, because there's a fighter jet. All right. Jesus Christ. All right, let's just jump here. 3, 2, 1. Alright. That was a close one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie to you, normally I do not do a quick scan like that. And I just so happen to do it. And that guy would have ruined our day. Although, oh, we should have tested it out. That was an F7C or whatever. He would have triggered the new PDCs on this ship. Darn. Anyway. Let's go for a walk. If you have not been in this ship, you are in for a treat. So, you come to this elevator here, and you go up. Definitely not bloodstains. Guys, this ship is totally a ripoff from the movie Alien, and I love it. My God. Look at this. This is the exact table where the chest burster bursts out of the chest. This is it. Look at the lighting. My God. So good. Alright, anyway, let's sprint on through here. I'm not going to do a ship tour. Wait. Is this door not open? Oh no. Okay, call it there. Sorry. Alright. And then all we need there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to go. We're going to go to salvage processing. It's incredible. Oh, that was a long elevator ride. Alright, this is where the magic happens. So we come on over here. And we're going to do the recycled materials first. Oh, we don't even have 16 yet, though. Alright, maybe we're not going to do those yet. Alright, so construction materials, auto eject is selected, and then we're going to press eject. And while that one is going, we're going to come over here. And the same thing. Construction materials, 16 SCU, auto eject is selected, and eject. Alright, now the fun begins. So, there are a few different rooms on different floors that you can place this stuff, but basically unless you have way too much free time on your hands, you're just gonna try and stuff this room as best you can. We're not gonna stuff this room in this video because, honestly speaking, it takes about 2 hours to do that. If you're scraping, if you're just disintegrating ships, obviously you can do it faster. But it also still takes forever to unload it all. And I'm not trying to do that right now. So let's just move these here. Alright, you've seen 2 units now. I'm going to fast forward through the rest of this, and I'll come back to you when we're back in the cockpit. Alright, so I tried to stack this the way that I normally would if I was going to go for a full run, so you guys could kind of get a feel for the game that you need to play, which is to just push the boxes into every little nook and cranny. And this one's just here because. Alright, so I'll see you in the cockpit. Alright, let's see what other contracts are available here. Another Starfarer. Alright, these are crap. Alright, let's do one more Starfarer just to fill the hopper, and then I think I'm going to call it because I don't want this video to be too long. The best ship to get, just to spoil it because I'm not going to get it, is the Hammerhead, because the Hammerhead has like 30 units of salvage materials. What is it? The recycled composite materials, which is fantastic. That's like 300 grand. And then it's got like 250, 300 units of construction materials. So you're getting the best of both from one ship. We didn't have luck this time. Alright, let's just do a quick scan here. Don't need that glitch. See, this part is bouncing around inside there, and sometimes it causes the larger piece to just disappear. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. See, okay, that piece disappeared. There you go. You can see that right there. Sometimes that happens to the larger piece that's still there. We got lucky. And boom. All right. So, normally, I would go empty that out and keep on going. But don't want this video to be too long, and I just wanted to give you guys a taste. So we're going to open up our map, and we're going to go back to Orson. because now we have to do the extra fun part, which is get all of this stuff out of our ship. Well, let's since we're not going to do a blast off this time, first let's turn off the light because that's blinding us. Let's put yellow in the background and then do our blast off. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, interesting. It turned red. Well, you know. We have arrived. So now begins the fun part. Alright, I'll see you over there. Alright. So here comes the fun part. Oh, I need to jump down here. Let's see if we can do this without. So we need to open this without falling to our death. No? Okay. So we open that. So what we need to do, just drop this down there, and it's not going to go anywhere just yet, but something magical happens. Oh, it's magic. Something magical happens. They start. Oh, you'll see. Basically, you make the Reclaimer go to the bathroom. It's had a long day, had a bunch of spicy food, and you know. Alright. Oh no. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. I was supposed to close the elevator. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna do a cut there. And we'll come back when I'm back up there. Okay, so once we're in here, we need to try and close the elevator.
Be sure to explore and discover all ores and stuff. With so much
It's not gonna work. Okay. Nope, still not gonna work, eh? Alright, we're just gonna get these all out. There we go. So, now the door closed. Bam. And I died. Well then. Alright, normally you don't die when that happens. I'm gonna backspace. Normally what happens is you don't get stuck inside of a container that kills you, and you lose about 20% health, which you just saw before that. Alright, I will cut to coming back to once I get back into the hangar. All the materials should still be there. Alright, so I'm coming back to you here at ArcCorp because my spawn point, my regen spot, was at Area 18. So, we're going to find out together whether or not the hangars are persistent after you die and go to another planet. So I am going to cut here because I don't want this video to be too long. So, we'll see you after I arrive back at Orison. Alright. Here we are. Coming in to the extra large hangar. Let's see if our stuff is still there. Oh! Okay, the Reclaimer is put away. But all of our boxes are still there. Holy jeez. Alright. That's insane. Okay, so let's land here. Wow. That was not casual at all. Now that we're all set up with our Atlas here, this should just take a minute. So I'm going to speed through this for you guys and then go over and try and sell. Okay, we got all of our cargo loaded up onto the elevator here. Let's just send it down. I'd say that took like 2 or 3 minutes. Let's just wait for it to go down and transfer. You don't want to escape out. It will not transfer if you don't watch it.
This is a reminder that the flight status and hangar information may change. Be sure to
Okay,
double check flight
471
information on
units.
your device or one of the convenient
We'll see you over at the TDD. Alright, we have arrived at the TDD, and it is finally time to sell all this stuff. Let's hope it's not in high demand right now. Alright. Construction materials are always in high demand. Alright, so we've got 10 units of recycled composite materials here. Goes for 100,000.
Where dreams take flight.
And we cannot sell all this. Yeah, so the construction materials, they go for 2138. So let me just do some fast math here. 2138 times 416. Sorry.
As part of our ongoing Crusader
equals.
to
So
improve the lives of everyone in the
it'll probably take me an hour or two to sell all this, because that's the way it goes, but should make 985,000 plus another 100,000. Should end up being a little over $1 million. So we'll just sell that, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. So, what did you guys think? The Reclaimer is definitely one of those ships that requires you to keep it extra casual. There's no rushing, there's no speeding things along. I know that some people will just go for the construction materials because you can just break down those ships in a matter of seconds and just spend their time dealing with the cargo. Personally, I like to do both. I like to scrape the outside of the ship and break it down because it's just fun and it breaks up the monotony of dealing with all that cargo. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Did you enjoy this video? Would you like to fly a Reclaimer? Would you like to see some other videos with the Reclaimer with more than one person doing it? Maybe 2 or 3 people? I do have 1 or 2 friends that would definitely be interested in going out in the Reclaimer with me, so it's definitely an option. In any case, this has been Steve. This has been another episode of Casual Citizen, where we keep it casual in the verse. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a like. And if you've enjoyed this video and any of the others that you might have seen of mine, I hope you would consider subscribing. Alright, that's going to do it for me.
Hello, everyone.
Peace.
As part of the Empire's call for resources to fund scientific research,